वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुविष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुराय वरुणो रघुबर विमल यशा जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देवमहि हरहु कलेश विकार। भजलो जी हनुमान भजलो जी हनुमान। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर कई कपीसति हो लोक उजागर। कामदूत अतुलित बलराम अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमत निवार सुमति के कंचन वरन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। हाथ वज्र और गदा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि रंग जलावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरष उर। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि भजन तुम्हारो यश गावे। अस कही श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद शारद सहित ईसा। यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहते। तुम पुकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राज कर दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। सहस्र योजन पर बाण लीलोताहि मधुर बलराम। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरे मुख माही, जल गिरांग गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत तेजे ते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख रहे तुम्हारे चरण, तुम रक्षक काहू को डर। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनहु लोक हाथ एकापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ाए, मन क्रम वचन ज्ञान जोड़ाए। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल गुण साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। साधो युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत निहारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे दाता, करार हो रघुपति के दाता। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंतकाल रघुबर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलवीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव विनाय। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी मात होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होई सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सराय तेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेव। भजलो जी हनुमान, भजलो जी हनुमान, भजलो जी हनुमान, भजलो जी हनुमान। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभि। प्रिया प्रभु रामचंद्र की।
पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। Children of God, seek around to one and all. At this time, may you put your hands together, close the physical eyes, as we concentrate and meditate upon that divine master, Sri Ram. वर्णानामरतसङ्गानां रसानामिचन्दसामपि मङ्गलानां च करुतारो वन्दे वाणी विनायको या देवी सर्वभूतेषु सरस्वतीरूपेण संस्कृतं नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। नागेन्द्रहार त्रिलोचनाय भस्माग्रगाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय। ॐ अञ्जनीगर्भासन्मुखो वायुपुत्रो महाबल कुमारो ब्रह्मचारी च हनुमान मे प्रसीद मे। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की। Let us all join in Ramayana Sumiran. Om Jehi Sumirat Jehi Sumirat Siddh ho.
Oh
हिंदू नर रूप हरि सुवचन रवि कर नित्य सिया रामचंद्र की जय शरणम।
प्रेम से बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की। So Dinesh, sing a song now before I start the katha.
सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम। ओ मंगल भवनय अमंगल हारी गवहु सुदशरथ अजर बिहारी राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम। ओ होई है वजी जो राम रसी राका को कर तरक भरावे साका राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम। ओ धीरज धर्म मित्र और नारी आपद काल पर किए चारी राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम। ओ जेहि के जेहि पर सत्य स्नेहु सो रही मिले न कछु संदेहु राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम। ओ जाकी रही
पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की। Devotees and friends, if you're walking down the road and you see a tree, well, all its leaves are out, and the sap of the tree starts flaking out. To one person, he'll believe that the tree is dead. But the farmer who knows about the plant, when he passes and he looks at the tree closely, he would realize that there are some pests on the trees, and it have damaged the tree to a point, but the tree is still alive. So the one who leave it and go on and consider it dead, what will happen? If depend upon him, then the tree will die. But the farmer who will now take out all the little pests from the tree will sit down and enjoy the little one, the trunk of the tree, it gives us shade still. He'll enjoy that and clean it until he gets the full shade of the tree once more. Children of God, this is our life. Sometimes we become so confused. Sometimes we do not have a direction in which to turn. And why? The pests and the insects of the worldly magnetizing objects has brought us to this state. And to get back on track, we must find a compass. If you are lost way out at sea or into the forest, and you find a compass is that instrument which show us direction. And the compass is always facing north. It is giving you one direction. It never changes. So when you take up the compass and you look at the arrow, you get direction one time. So too, my dear friends, when we find ourselves in this confused state, the compass of life is to sit at the feet of the Guru. The Guru, my dear friends, always point in one direction. Always point in one direction. We are ready to give up when life is rough. But my dear friends, if you have to sharpen an instrument, if you have to sharpen a knife or a cutlass or your scissors, you can't get a smooth something to sharpen it. So to get a good edge, you have to get a rough object. So too, my dear friends, when the roughness of life comes, we must not take it as the roughness, but we must take it as we are now being sharpened with the inner instruments. We have inner instruments, and those inner instruments, when sharpened, will have the direction to carry us forward. Children of God, let us analyze and let us look. We believe so much that what is devotion? How can I access God? How and I use the wrong word, access. Because God is with us, how am I going to become aware of I'm living with God? Shabari, my dear friends, told to Bhagwan, Adham jati mein jadramati bhari. As a woman, I'm considered low. Lord, how can I speak to you? Adham te adham adham ati nari. Teen ha mahang mein mati manda aghari. Lord, I cannot. How? I don't know, because I am considered to be so low. I am considered to be out of it. Like so many of us believe, my dear friends. We believe that we have been sidestepped, we have been sidelined. But this is what the Lord says. Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jai Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Ragupati suno, Ragupati suno, Bhata mana huika bhakti karan Bhata. Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jai Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Jati pati kulam, Jati pati kula dharma bhai. Dana bhala parijana guna chadhai. Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jai Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Bhakti-hina naram, Bhakti-hina nara sohai aisa. Binu jala bhari na dekhiya aise. Jai Rama Sita Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jai Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki. My dear friends, Shabari presented herself to Bhagwan Ram as one without value. She did not put no big value to herself. She didn't put any value at all to herself. And this was the Lord when he looked at her. He says, Kaha Raghupati sunu bhamini bhata. Please listen to me, O goodly lady. Listen now. Manahu ek bhakti karanata. You say you have put no value to yourself. But my dear lady, it says the only link between the devotee and myself. That word ek means one. Manahu ek bhakti karanata. There is only one link between the devotee and myself. And what is that link? That link is the love that you have towards the lotus-like feet of the Supreme Master. That is the only prerequisite that you have to become a devotee. You must be a bhakta. And a few nights ago, I'm explaining to you what a bhakta is. A bhakta is not just wanting to do every little thing. No. You have to renounce. You have to give up. You know, and our Hindu people, we believe that we are bhaktas. And we want to project that we are bhaktas. But most of the time, sometimes we are just great hypocrites. Yes, we renounce for 21 days before the puja. And if you renounce everything worldly 21 days before the puja, then if you want to see benefit in your life, then you must continue with that renunciation for 3 and 4 times more than what you did before the puja. Then the puja is going to bring benefits to you. And then again, when puja comes along again, and instead of 21 days, until, my dear friends, you are able to totally renounce yourself from all these worldly objects. Am I saying to give up your house? Am I saying to give up your motor car? Am I saying to give up your family? No, I'm not saying that. We must be able to live within all of this. But do not, my dear friends, place attachment to it. Am I saying not to love your family? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, my dear friends, is that we must understand the nature of life and living. We must understand that everything have an appointed time. Devotees and friends, with our karma, we come here in this world, born to parents, for a certain period of time. And sometimes as a result of our karma, we shorten that span. We all given a lifespan, None of us come here without a given lifespan. And it tells to us that we can lengthen that lifespan as well as we can shorten it by the karma, by the action. And the Lord tells to us here, this is Prabhu Sri Ram talking directly to Shabari, that there is only one link to Him, and that is the love which you have for Him. Again, I always ask, where can you find Him? Say, Siya Ram mein sab jag jaan, karahu pranam kar jugpa. Say, put your hands together and bow to everything that you meet, for I am all of that. For I am all of that, so put your hands together and bow to. So he's saying here that your link to him is that connection you have with the world, that connection you have with Nitya, that connection that you have with other beings into the world. He says, a lot of us like to boast. A lot of us like to boast. Jati pati kula dharma badai. I am this, I am from this lineage, I am from this and the other. I have so much money, dhan, bal, I so strong. Parijan gun chaturai. So it says, no matter what lineage you come from, no matter what is your family link, he says here again, he says that your reputation, your wealth, your physical strength, your numerical strength, he says, all this accomplishment and ability, say you have all of that, come from a good caste, kingship, lineage, reputation, wealth, physical strength, numerical strength of your family. Say all this accomplishment you have. He says, but a man lacking in devotion is no more than a cloud without rain. Bhakti nara sohai kaisa binu jal baridha dekiya chaisa. Says man bhaktihin, one without that devotion, nar sohai kaise. Say a man who does not have devotion in his life, a man who does not have love in his life, says here that he's like a cloud without rain. What the clouds are for? The clouds are formed to give us rain. And if it doesn't have no rain, what the cloud becomes? Useless. Useless. So devotees and friends, Katha continues now. Jai Rama Sita Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Now the bhakti kaho to hi paaye, savadhana suno daro manaye maaye. Jai Rama Sita Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Pratama
Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
Now the bhakti kahnu te hi pahi, sab dhan sunu dharu man mahi. Prabhu Srinam is saying, with your mind absorbed in what I'm going to tell to you, I'm now going to relate to you 9 different methods or 9 different principles of devotion. And he says, Pratham bhakti santara kar sangha. You know, the word pratham means first. Pratham bhakti, he says, the first form of devotion is that you find yourself in the association. The word sabha means association. Association of what? Santakar Sangha. That you find yourself in the company of the satsang. Where the assembly of the satsang or the assembly of the divine people takes place. There, that's the first form of devotion, first principle of devotion. Your association. Devotees and friends. It is important to find yourself and have the right contact people into your lives. It is important, my dear friends, that you choose the right company. Swami Chinmayananda gave to us a nice example. He says that electricity is being given to us to make our lives comfortable. But the wrong association with electricity can destroy you. The wrong application of electricity can destroy. And the same electricity can give you light so that you can see Pandit while he's giving his discourse. They give you the sound, they amplify it to play so that you get the sound better. So children of God, we must understand that finding yourself in with the right people is most important. And what it does, finding yourself in the right company, my dear friends, brings you peace, harmony, love, that which will ignite the flame of bhakti or devotion into your life. Dusarirati mama katha prasanga. That the second principle of devotion is to learn about God. So my dear friends, where are you going to learn about God? Your house. Your house and your family does not have much to teach you about God. And you'd say, yes, Pandit, I'm a praying person. Yeah. You're a praying person. But while you're praying there, the environment around magnetize your thoughts towards improvement of the house, towards getting a better motor car. to having additional children and need some more money. What it magnetizes you to the objective world. I am not saying the objective world is bad, mind you. I'm not saying that it is bad. But we have to bring our mind in, it must be into that position that when you look at everything, you must see God into it. I am not saying that we should not improve the condition of our living. But if our living standard is here today, then we must be happy and enjoy it today as is. But if you bring yourself into a depressed state and say, I don't have enough and I don't do this and I don't do that, you would not be able to enjoy the little bit that you have. Example, we have a glass half with milk. And the first person will look at the top part of the glass and they will say it's half. And they create a negative thought in their mind and they leave the milk there. A next man will come and he will look at the bottom half of the glass and there is half glass of milk. He takes that and enjoy that milk. And this is how we have to treat with life day to day. I am not saying do not try to fill the glass. But if in your efforts to fill the glass, you can only reach half glass, enjoy the half glass. What do you think about that, Dinesh? This is our disease. This is our trouble. This is our downfall. Malikani. Malikani is a motivational speaker who speaks to people, students in fact, at the university level in Europe. And he says, if we wait for when to enjoy our lives, we will die and the when will never reach. So devotees and friends, this is the knowledge that we must have. That knowledge that God is into everything. And what I have today is the quota which I have today. Let me enjoy that quota because God has given to it me. My dear friends, you might need X amount of money to do certain things. But you get half of X. Would you take it and throw it away and say this is only half the X? No. You will do what you can do with half the X and then work again, and you will find the next half to complete the task. The Brahma Kumaris tell to us in a wonderful book, I can't remember the name now, but says that when you have a journey to take, do not look at the hurdles first. Because if you look at all the hurdles, you will never get doing the job. Because you will sit down there and think, if this happened, what I'm going to do? My dear friends, start the journey. Start the journey. And when the hurdle comes, you will find a way to get around it. There's no way about it. Praise Srinam Chandra Bhagavan ki. Think about how some of the older people were able to build a house and give it to us so that we can have now and enjoy. I remember my father built half of the house first, and the whole living room section and all of that were just bought up until about halfway up, and then a little while after it come and you get windows and everything else. But we were enjoying half of the house before. You see? So my dear friends, these are some of the principles and the teachings must be embedded into the lives of our children, who believe as they demand they must get what they want, when they want, and how they want it. Every single thing, my dear friend, goes with the rule of law. You see, Ash will believe that freedom is doing what you want, when you want, and how you want it. But that is not freedom. Avinash will tell you that is not freedom. If that was life, if that was freedom, then Avinash would not have become a lawyer. His profession teaches him that people must follow the rule of law. Although they will break the rule of law now and come to him and make him want to lie now, to make the rule of law, which is wrong, to look like it is right. But that cannot happen. So my dear friends, every single thing in this world, every object in this world that you can perceive is for us to enjoy. It is for us to enjoy. But there is a rule of law by which you have to enjoy it. And that is the knowledge. That is the knowledge that the Lord is saying here. Do sarirati mama katha prasanga. Understand how the Lord have given to us certain things and what is the principle to enjoy it. And I always give the nice example. Climb up on the roof of Krishna house and jump out and feel you go fly like a bird. The law of gravity will not change for you, no matter how innocent you are. The law of gravity is if you jump off from the roof, you're going to come down, and you're down, you're going to come. And that is the bhakti, that is the gyan that we must have. That's the knowledge of God. He placed everything here for us, but we have to know how to enjoy it. We have to know how to enjoy it. I remember sitting in a lecture, and the Swami was saying that the day you have food, thank God you have food. And the day that you don't have food, thank God that He gave you the opportunity that you can fast. Principle Shinam Chandra Bhagavane Ki. That's not practical. But my dear friends, this is what we have. This is the point that we have to reach into life. That point where we recognize that what we are enjoying today is our quota, and our quota is being determined by our karmic pulse, our fruits of our actions. Seva पत तजिका प्रेम से बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की। Guru Pad. Guru, my dear friends, is that one who will move you from darkness into light. What is the darkness? Is the darkness taking you from outside and pulling you inside? No, what is the darkness? My dear friends, when we allow our lives to be enveloped, when we allow our lives to be saturated in the world of objects, that is the darkness. That is the darkness. Now, mind you, again, I'm not saying don't use the world of the objects. That can be easily misunderstood. And then you will say, but Pandit, aren't you using the world too? We all have to use this world because God has given to us this physical body. But my dear friends, He's telling to us that we must move from that darkness. We must move from that entanglement with the worldly objects and move into that space of freedom where bhakti, peace, anand, bliss exists. My dear friends, we'll have so many of the material things. Does it really give us bliss? No. The other night I give the example of the motorbike. The young boy who believed that he is all blissful with the motorbike and revving the motorbike and making all the noise and riding it off with, you know how the mufflers hit the sound going. And he's enjoying himself, feeling that is bliss. And what he creates, not too far down as he ride the bike down, making the nice noise that he's enjoying, a mother have lost her son in an accident of a motorbike. Son was riding a motorbike. Then, my dear friends, what will happen to that mother? Will she be in the bliss of happiness as this boy on the motorbike is enjoying? No. She will be engrossed in sadness because she have lost her son through that motorbike. So, devotees and friends, when we talk about the bliss, when we talk about the light, light is something universal. So when we engage ourselves into something, it must give that happiness universal. And that is what satsang, does for us, my dear friends. Satsang is the universal remedy. Satsang is the universal remedy, my dear friends, to our happiness. Although we treat it as though it is nothing at all, we treat satsang very conveniently. Yeah, we treat satsang very conveniently. And devotees and friends, that will lead us into so much of difficulties, so much of problem. Satsang, my dear friends, is one of the most important things for us to move forward in life. But it tells to us here in Ramchartamanas, very early in Balkand, it says satsang. Satsang can transform us. As Valmiki was transformed, so many others have been given new life because of satsang. Narad, all these great beings My dear friends, and it tells to us, nothing comes to us without finding ourselves in satsang. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki. And that is what that is where the Guru have to take us. My dear friends, the Guru must take us to that point. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki. So, children of God, I want to round up my discussion this evening. It says, in not recognizing this simple truth, the right perspective of life is lost. And so human beings continue to complain of the bad times and a bad world. My dear friends, we must understand this truth about our quota and God and what is available to us. And then we would not see the world as a bad world, or we would not see the times that we are enjoying and we are having, as bad times. Children of God, a layman, a man who cannot walk well, would be saddened, and he will think about it. A craving will come when he see a person with two good pair of legs. The person with two good pair of legs will feel some way inferior to the man who is riding the scooter. And the man who is riding the scooter will feel inferior when he sees the man driving the motor car. And children of God, this is how we look. We watch and we see everything else and everyone else, what they have and how they have it. And we forget that we have a little bit to enjoy here. We start saddening our lives of what others have, and we forget that we have something here still to enjoy. Praise the Lord Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki. Let us develop a sense of gratitude. The words of Swami Chinmayananda. Let us develop a sense of gratitude to the Lord by focusing our attention on what we have, which a good many less fortunate have not. My dear friends, I want you to listen very carefully. Swami Chinmayananda is telling to us, let us develop a sense of gratitude to the Lord by focusing our attention on what we have, which a good many less fortunate have not. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki. And those are yearning. They have it not, and they are yearning. By refusing to crave for objects which we do not have, we shall be conserving a lot of mental energy, which alone can give us peace within and the capacity to act rightly in the world. Our mental energy, my dear friends, is what is going to give us peace. And the Lord is saying, if we continue to crave for these things, we will not have it. So he said, by refusing to crave for objects which we do not have, we shall be conserving a lot of mental energy, which alone can give us peace within and the capacity to act rightly in the world. Sitaram to all. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki jai. What is it time now? Huh? So now we will sing a bhajan and then we will do our tea. So Dinesh will sing us a bhajan and then Pandit Jai will lead us in Aarti. You want to go a little higher?
हरि हो राम मिलन कब हुई अंधे से वाला की रहे हरि हो राम मिलन कब हुई अंधे से वाला की रहे हरि हो राम मिलन कब हुई अंधे से वाला की रहे देचवार छवा में इंद्रधन पहिया देहियार छवा में इंद्रधन पहिया बव के पंच चली हो बव के पंच चली अंधे से वाला गे रहे हरि हो रामा मिलन कब होई अंधे से वाला गे रहे हरि हो रामा मिलन कब होई अंधे से वाला गे रहे वेद पुराण ग्रंथ बहुरंजन वेद पुराण ग्रंथ बहुरंजन पाकर बांध बली ओ पाकर बांध बली अंधे से वाला गे रहे हरि हो रामा मिलन कब होई अंधे से वाला गे रहे हरि हो रामा मिलन कब होई अंधे से वाला गे रहे पापनशी में जीवन निंदिया पापनशी में जीवन निंदिया भजन की बोर बये ओ भजन की बोर बये अंधे से वाला गी रहे हरि हो रामा मिलन कब होई अंधे से वाला गी रहे हरि हो रामा मिलन कब होई अंधे से वाला गी रहे जाज पिशावे जीवन लैया गाव शिवा में जीवन तुरैया जी तो जब राम मिले ओ जी तो जब राम मिले अंधे से वाला गे रहे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे से वाला गे रहे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे से वाला गे रहे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होई अंधे से वाला गे रहे
Nira, put this harmonium down before Pandit Jai. Jayo? Yeah. So everybody come for your coconut now, and we crack coconuts, and then Pandit Jai will lead us in Arti and closing. Let's turn it a little bit for him now. Right. Okay, now you pray with your coconuts. Om Sri Krishna Krishna Sagyai Pavitya Mamasya Vidyur Pradve Shridivala Kalipati Saptame Vaivasmanwantar Kalipatam Charane Jambu Dvipe West Indies Kande Arvatarike Desh Antargati Trinidad Desh. Call your address Om Sri Chetre Grami Bhautavatarit Parihe. You're making this offering today here from 56 Mapipi Road. Om Sri 56 Mapipi Road Chetre Grami Bhautavatarit Parihe Namo Narayana Namo Namah. Your names in my Namayaham, family name, Parivar Namayaham. Whatever wish you have now, Daihik Daivik Bhautik Tapatra, Nirva Murtya Devi Grahari Shimani Madhava. Om Sri Pavanaputra Hanuman Ki Jai. Crack your coconut and start out.
Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Nischay prema pratititai vinay karai Hanuman. Tehi ke karaj sakal shubda siddhi kare Hanuman. आरती की जय हनुमान लला की आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ तला की आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ लला की गिरिराज जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम करे सखाई आनंद जीवन प्राण निवासी जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
जय राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम शक्ति ओम शक्ति ओम शक्ति
ओम शक्ति ओम शक्ति ओम शक्ति ओम
ब्रह्म शक्ति विष्णु शक्ति शिव शक्ति ओम
ब्रह्मा शक्ति विष्णु शक्ति शिव शक्ति ओम
ओम श्यामम ओम श्यामम ओम शिवम ओम तत्सलात् श्री हनुमते नमो नमः ओम श्री
हनुमते नमो नमः
श्री हनुमते नमो नमः
श्री हनुमते नमो नमः
श्री हनुमते नमो नमः श्री हनुमते
नमो नमः
पति पताल तोरी यमा करे पति पताल तोरी यमा करे अहि रावण भुजा करे श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम जय 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 कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा
हनुमंता जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता
जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता
जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता
वायुदेवा दानवीरा
वायुदेवा
दानवीरा अंजनीया अंजन तनया अंजनीया अंजन तनया जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता जय जय
कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता
अभूतकाया मानवीरा अभूतकाया मानवीरा ब्रह्मचारी चिरंजीवी ब्रह्मचारी चिरंजीवी ब्रह्मचारी चिरंजीवी ब्रह्मचारी चिरंजीवी
जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता
अभूतकाया वानरवीरा अभूतकाया वानरवीरा अभूतकाया वानरवीरा ब्रह्मचारी चिरंजीवी ब्रह्मचारी चिरंजीवी जय जय कपीशा जय जय
कपीशा हनुमंता जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता
लंका गगना संबसागा लंका धरना संबसारा लंका संहार हनुमंता हरि हरि
जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा जय जय कपीशा हनुमंता
हनुमंता जय
हनुमंता हनुमंता
Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorama amritam gamaya. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhum Cha Sika Tvameva Tvameva Vidyam Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. प्रेम से बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, आदि शक्ति देवी दुर्गा माता की, सनातन धर्म की, ओम श्री गुरुदेवता की जय जय सीताराम. All please have your seat. Our tea prasad will come to you. And then your meals will reach you as you sit. Sitaram to all.